So, hello, welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today you're gonna see how to plan a staircase cupboard like this. Yeah, that are actually 3 single cabinets, and we will plan this step by step. And when there are any questions, just let me know in the chat. I will always keep an eye on it. And yeah, let's start. Before we start, we click here on a red eye and we activate here the smart legs. So yeah, you see here we have 3 cabinets, and we click on file and start a new project. We don't save this. Now we just start with our default cabinet, and then we change the height. Yeah, the height of the first cabinet is 2400 millimeter, confirming it with enter, and the width of it is 810 millimeter. So that's our first cabinet, and we don't have any trims in here. Yeah, the staircase cupboard is coming beneath the stairs, so we can adjust it individually. Yeah, here that is now an example, and we the height of the stairs is 18 mil in this case. Yeah, and we need to consider it when we are going to division, and we need to have here 2 horizontals. So we just drag it and drop it in here, and the height of this area is 180 minus 18 mil because of the thickness for the material. Yeah, you can calculate it yourself, or you can also type in equals 180 minus 18, confirming with enter. Yeah, and here the same. Yeah, you see, when it's too small, the measurements are disappearing, but when you go here over the smart click, now here you need to consider we have 2 smart clicks, the one for the whole cabinet area and for the top area. Yeah, and you see in the black box, you see the measurements for this area, and the height, the Z value is 162. So we click here as well and change the height to 162, confirming it with enter, and then we have done our first step. And yeah, last but not least, later on we also have a bit interior, so we drag and drop here one more horizontal and say here the height of it is 300. So because it's coming beneath the stairs, we actually don't need a back. When you want to have the back, I show you on the end what we need to consider. But now here we type in no back, and now we need to build the stairs, and therefore we need to have here 2 verticals. Yeah, we are going back to the division tab and just drag and drop here 1 vertical in the top area and 1 in the middle area here. So yeah, and they are related in relation 2 to 1 and 1 to 2 to each other. Yeah, that means we go here in this area, and here we change the width of it and just type in 2, confirming it with enter. And here we go in the left area and type in 2 and confirming it with enter. Yeah, now you already see the first shape of the stairs, and now we need to shorten the top panel and the side panel and this panel. So therefore, that is the one case where we need to activate the arrows. That's why we click here on the red eye, and here we can activate all smart clicks. And to activate these arrows here for the top panel, we need to key the shift button. Yeah, that is the one above the control button. You keep pressed it and click on this, yeah, with the left mouse, and then you see here the arrows are getting activated, and now you can drag and drop on it. So now we need to know how much shall it be shortened. Yeah, you can measure it also when you keep the control button pressed. Now you can go here to the edge, click on it. Yeah, you see the coordinate. Yeah, and you can also click on here, and then you see dx is 504. Yeah, what you also can do is, I will show you later on. First of all, we type in here minus 504, confirming it with enter. So when you go with the mouse over this smart click, yeah, you see also the measurements of the area. You see the X value is 504 as well. Yeah. So here, this one we also need to shorten, and here we need to shorten it. You see here the X value is 252. Yeah. That's why we keep the shift button pressed again. Click on the horizontal. You see the arrows getting activated. And here we just activate the measurements. Click on it and we type in 252, confirming it with enter. And then we have it here exactly on the same level. Yeah. So you see here also we need to shorten this. Yeah, when we go here in this area, yeah, here in the top area, we don't have the top area as a single one. So we have the two areas is 162 plus 162, and then we need to add, because it's going through the top. Yeah, so we need to add the 2 times 18 mil. Yeah, so that is 180, or we can also calculate it 360. Yeah, but we can also measure it again. When you keep here the control button pressed, click on it, and now we go here to this edge. Now you see here it's also 360 mil, 360 mil. So now in this case you have two opportunities. Yeah, you can click here again and shorten it, or you click on here and you make your overlap to top. Here you can also type in minus 360, confirming it with enter. Yeah, and now you see we already got our shape of stairs. So if you want, you can also shorten this. Then you have one area when you want to have it like this, you keep it like this. Otherwise, you can also keep here the shift button pressed, click on it. And now you see here it's a bit covered, the arrow, but you still see it. And here you can type in 252, and now we are done. Yeah, so you could do the same here with the other panel, but in this case we are leaving it like this. Yeah, so all right, I will delete it here, this, so that's why I go here in this area and click here, delete everything what's in this area. The rest will be the same. Yeah, so we need to have 3 of these cabinets. So you could drag and drop a new cabinet in here and do the same. Yeah, but it's a bit of work. You can also copy and paste, copy this cabinet. Yeah, and when you want to copy it, you go here to the smart click, and here we have cabinet copy, and then you can copy it. It has the same size, but here it needs to be a bit lower. So to make it lower, yeah, you can click here on the height of the cabinet, and you can make here equals minus 360 minus 180, confirming it with enter. Yeah, then it's calculating it, and here we have our height of the stairs of 180 mil. Yeah, so because we have set it up and fixed these areas in a width and in a height. Yeah, but this here, it's when we click on here, the height of this is still 1, so it will be adapted to the height of the cabinet. So yeah, now we are doing the same with the third cabinet. Yeah, now we actually don't need the arrows anymore. So we click on here, deactivate it, and click on here, and we are copying this cabinet. And here we click here again. We use equal signs, type in minus 360, minus 180, confirming it with enter. And here we are. Yeah. Now we are pretty much done. I wanted to show you when you want to have a back in here, a back panel, yeah, and you click here on cabinet, you say, okay, you want to have a back, like a groove, yeah, or here flat. To show it to you in a better way, we use a groove. So you see here the groove is here divided, yeah. When you type in here in the drop-down menu for the groove, for the back panel options, number 0, you see the back is going through. When you type in number 1, it's getting divided on the first level. When you type in number 2, it's getting divided on a second level, and so on. Yeah, we just have 2 levels. That's why it doesn't matter. We are typing in 3 or 2. So, and we can delete this parts here. Yeah, and therefore you see we have here this area and this area. You can click in here, go in the setting, and here you see remove back. Yeah, and when you type in number 1, the back will be removed after you saved it. Yeah, and you can do here the same here as well. Type in number 1 and save it. All right. Excuse me. So this is just in case you want to have the back. Yeah, here you still see a gap. You can close the gap as well. Yeah, therefore, you are measuring. You are measuring it. So it's here dx13, but we have here 5. So it would be you can make it longer or shorter, 8 mil. Yeah. In this case, you would click on here, and you can go here, distance back to bottom, and here you can type in -8 and save it. Yeah, then gap is closed, and there was a gap because we usually we would have here the horizontal going through, but because we shortened it, we have had a gap here, but now it's closed. Yeah, and you see it needs to be divided because here it is smaller than this. Yeah, and here we have it already here. Okay, I think that is clear so far as well. We are keeping it like this, and now we are going from the division to the, we add here the horizontal, and then we go from the division to interior. Yeah, and here when you want to have adjustable shelves, yeah, you can here also add adjustable shelves here, and just dragging it and dropping it in here. Yeah, and then you go to interior, and here you choose your hardware, like the Legra box and the height of it. So, and the distance to the bottom. So, and then you just drag it and drop it in the area here where you want to have it. So, yeah, when you want to have here also one on the bottom, and here you see change to the default, but we don't want to have the default. Yeah, so when you want to have a few more, yeah, you can also change the height of it and also the distance, and then you can drag it and drop it here when you want to have 2 over here, and it's also adapting. The same when you want to have a close rail. You type in here the distance to top, and here your hardware, and then you just drag it and drop it here in the area where you want to have it. Yeah. All right. When we are done with the interior, we need to set up the fronts, and therefore we go here on the front tab, and yeah, then we can here choose on the drop down menu, shall it be a left door, right door, or double door. In this case we want to have a left door, and now you can drag it and drop it over an area. You see in a preview the shape of the door, yeah, and in this case, you see we need to go over a divider here on the top. Yeah, we don't want to have it in a single area. It should be go through the whole area. Yeah, we want to have it here and here as well, and here. Yeah. Now you see it's different to a sloping roof where the fronts are adapting. Yeah, here it's not adapting. We need to do it manually, and therefore we need to go in a QCAD, yeah, in a 2D CAD. So, and I show you on the beginning. Yeah, we have here when we measure here the gap from here to here. Yeah, it's 3 in X and 3 in Z direction. So yeah, when we measure it from this to here, we have 285, but it's to this edge and we need to divide 3 mil. Not divide, we need to pull off the 3 mil. Yeah, so it's 282. Yeah, and when we have done this, we are checking out this the size of this area, and it's 252. Yeah, so here we need 282, and then we need 252. So, and the height, it always will be here when we measure from here to here, it's still 180 mil, and the gap of 3 mil we want to have on the next level and the level after as well. Yeah, so we need to keep in mind these 3 measurements: the 180, then here's the first distance 282, and the second one 252. So we are double clicking this part, and then the editor is opening. So it's here in the background. Yeah, we see here the editor, and we are clicking here, and we are going now to the CAD system. All right. Yeah, here we are, and here we want to have the parallel line, and here we type in 180. That is what we want to have here on top. Yeah. So I show you what is also important. You see here the hinges. Yeah, that's why you and we have it. The hinges are on the left side. That's why we know that is the top. Yeah, and here the distance what we type in now is 282, and that is here also from the side where the hinges are, and then this one is 252. So now we are going here back to the modification tools, and here we break out the segment, we break out this, 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 and this. Yeah, now we have our shape, and now we are going back, and we have now more segments, and we want to have the polyline of the segments. Yeah, we create now the polyline from the segments, and here we just click here the vertical above the cross. So then we are saving it and closing it, and here we click import DXF. Yeah, and you see here the shape, and after you close it, yeah, you see here the shape is adapting, and here we can also measuring. Here's the distance, it's 3 mil in X and 3 mil in Z direction. Yeah, so everything went right. Here's the same. So maybe some of you might think, why do I don't copy the cabinet not with the front? Yeah, so it's because when you click on here, yeah, when we're copying it, and then we are changing here the height afterwards, yeah, it would work. Yeah, when we type in here 1860 and confirming it with enter, so it's adapting, but it's not considering the relation from the top. Yeah, you see here we have a bigger overview, overlap. Yeah, here it would work. In this case, it would work, but here we have a different relation. It wouldn't work. Yeah, that's why we need to do it on every cabinet separate. So yeah, I pull it up to 2400, confirming it with enter. Yeah, but it's also when you know how it works, because we just need to remind the 3 values. We double clicking it, then the editor is opening, we are exporting it to the CAD system, and we are using here our line tools, and here are the parallel with distance. Type in here 282. We are starting from the edge of the hinges, then we type in 252 and using this, and then we type in here 180 and go here from the top and from the top again. Yeah, you could save this as a DXF file as well, but in this case it doesn't matter so much. Yeah, from the time we are also fast in here. Yeah, we are breaking out the segments. And now here we are done. Yeah. So go to the polyline tool and make a polyline, save it, close it, import it, and we close the editor. And here it's also well done. Yeah. And now we are continuing it here on the last. Yeah, you see when we shorten it, we don't want to have a handle. We just type in here no handle and use it for all cabinets. Close this window, then all handles getting disappeared. We are double clicking this part, the editor is opening, it's going in the background in my case. So I put it back to the foreground. Here we export it to the CAD system. Go here to the line tools. Choose here the parallel with distance. Here the 180 are still saved. We are going here from the top. And now we're typing in 282. Going here from the bottom, from the hinge, where the hinges are. Type in here 252. Then we are going back and go to the modification tools, and here we are choosing breakout segments, and we are breaking out this, and these ones. Going back here and go to the polyline tool, and we create from all segments a polyline, saving it, closing it, importing the DXF, and close the window. And now we are well done. Yeah, so we can now turn off all smart clicks here. Just clicking on a gray cube, and here when you click on a red cube, you can choose different. Yeah, here you see also all the connectors. Yeah, one thing what I forgot. Now we are going back here. We are choosing here different view, and we activate here the smart clicks. Yeah, the width of the stairs, it's here 800, so that's why we type in here. We are clicking on here. Depth of cabinet is 800. Confirming it with enter, and here as well. And the last one. So we turn it now off. And now we can change the material. Yeah, here the most important is for the front, because the other ones we don't see it. Yeah, so you can choose any material when you click here all parts and all cabinets. You can do it here for all cabinets. All right, yeah. And last but not least, you can go here to data export and get here your cutting list. Yeah, or here you can get the panel optimization, or when you have the CNC set up, you can export the CNC files. All right. Yeah, now we are well done, and I thank you for your attention, and I'm looking forward to next week, and take care. See you then. Bye bye.